What do y'all think men are doing wrong in dating right now?
Jesus, can you answer first?
Yeah. What do you think men
Wait
are
a
doing?
minute, I was just like,
Yeah.
you asked
What's
her
something that's
first.
bothering you about the guys right now?
I don't
He said,
even
"What are they
know.
doing wrong?"
What are they doing wrong?
Well, like what like bothers you? You know, I guess like what's the thing that's just like, dude, these guys, man, what the fuck? Stop doing this shit.
Oh, they're just boring. They're
You-
just bored. I can't. Like, I'm more of an emotionally intelligent. Like, if I can't have a conversation with you, I'm not attracted to you.
Right.
I don't care how you look. Like, it's a plus if you.
Sapiosexual.
If is that what it's called?
That's what they say online. I don't believe all that shit, but
Well-
I think everybody is a sapiosexual if you're intelligent.
Okay.
If you're a smart, like I was saying,
Yeah.
everybody's monkeys today. Like we're all borderline fucking, animals. Yeah, well, some of the population is intelligent people, So if you're an intelligent person, you seek intelligence in other people.
For sure.
Yeah,
That's how
and
I've always felt about Sapia. It's like, I mean, I'm a smart person, so I mean, obviously, I'm going to seek a smart person. So does that make me Sapia?
and then there's stupid people who like to seek stupid people, and the reason why is because they get along together because they can have their stupid conversations together. You know what I'm talking about? Like there's certain people that work out great together because they're both just stupid. they get perfectly along.
We didn't get to ask her.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
What I think
What's
people do wrong? I mean, guys do wrong. I mean, trying to pretend like you're something that you're not. Like,
the peacocking.
yeah,
it's called. We call it peacocking whenever they wear all the clothes or designer or something, but really they're broke or
right,
it's with a credit card or something.
You want to borrow money from me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that date.
Oh, those guys. That's like the biggest red flag ever, I'd say. If a guy asks to borrow money and he's wearing designer, wow,
like,
that's
what are
scary.
you doing?
Oh, so what do you think women are doing wrong today? Nothing. They're perfect,
No,
huh?
I'm not saying. I'm just
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
just a
no,
very,
no, I was
positive
just getting her
outlook
because she's
question.
laughing.
What do I think women are doing wrong today? I really don't know. I don't know. I just think it depends on like the men's point of view. Like if you're a man who wants a feminine woman and like she's working all the time or whatever you think is not feminine to you, then maybe that's to the man. That's what she's doing wrong.
What if I told you probably a majority, like most men want a feminine woman, but they're scared to say it. Like they're scared to say any of the things that you hear me say on the show, because when they do, they get crossed off from pussy. They can lose their job. They can lose friends, family. Saying some of this stuff and saying how you really feel about women or saying what you really want, your real preferences. Think about it. If I said that I want a girl that doesn't have a bunch of fucking bikini pics or isn't an OnlyFans girl, somebody would call me insecure for that. The internet will gladly call me. If I go on TikTok and post that, there's be a bunch of women saying, you're insecure for your preference. You're insecure for that. But I don't call y'all insecure because y'all want a tall guy. Because y'all want a guy that makes more money than you or anything like that. It doesn't.
He doesn't have to make more than me.
Well, hey, I'd like to.
The same.
You think?
Yeah.
Have you ever done it?
Yeah, I've dated somebody who made the same amount of money as me.
How long were y'all together for?
5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all aren't together anymore?
No.
Do you get my point?
I mean, but that's not because
I'm telling you, it's a factor in it. It is definitely a factor. And the thing is, every panel I like to ask the girls like that question. And like every time, like even the older girls will be like, "Don't build a man, don't do that shit." Like it's not a gold digger for y'all to want a guy that's a provider. It's not a gold digger, okay?
No, for sure.
It's not like there's nothing wrong with wanting a guy that makes a little bit more than you because it's like have I explained to you like the evolution biology behind it, like how you're naturally designed to want somebody that's a little bit better than you, and it's all because you can't if we were 10,000, 20,000 years ago, you could not survive in the wilderness or in the jungle or whatever without a man helping you.
But that's evolution. But now, and that's now.
Yeah, y'all don't need that anymore, and that's why y'all are like, oh yeah, I could do this or I could do that on myself, so I don't need a man for those things. That's why y'all look for vanity more. That's why y'all look for the more handsome guys, or because you don't need the provisioning, you don't need all that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, you still have a biological instinct to still want something.
Agree with that. I do.
And like that's the problem is like you can disagree with yourself all the time, but if we look at women that have already gone through it, and try to do the 50-50 and stuff. And don't get me wrong, I think 10, 20 years ago, just 10 years ago, it could have happened a lot. Like our parents' generation, there was tons of women that were breadwinners of the families, tons of them. But with social media and the internet and everything like that, bro, there's always your thought is always there's better options out here. There's it's like an instinct in your mind to think, and it's called hypergamy, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think it's wrong that women are hypergamous. It's all about the balance of nature, and it's a good thing. Right. Guys, like, women should be hypergamous, or else fucking y'all would be having babies with the worst guys ever. Mm-hmm. Some women already do this, but y'all would be having babies with the worst guys ever, and then like biology would have never worked for thousands of years. Mm-hmm. So hypergamy is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Don't get mad about it. Yeah. Sure. What about you? What do you think women are doing wrong?
I don't think. I mean, I guess I'm team girl or whatever because I mean I'm a girl, but like
her.
I don't feel like women are doing anything wrong. I mean, it's all about like what kind of man you're trying to attract. If you wanna be in like your divine feminine energy, I mean, you're gonna wanna
be with a super masculine guy.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I always like to say also, women fall into their feminine energy when they're with a masculine guy. Yes. Yeah. But most guys aren't masculine, so they can't fall into it. And the reason why you fall into it, because like if he's truly masculine, a true provider and all this stuff, you don't have to worry about bills. You don't have to worry about all this other stuff. When you get to not worry about those things, you get to literally focus on everything that makes you a woman. Everything that like makes you like loving and caring and nurturing. Like,
and I feel like I kind of do that unintentionally. Like when a guy is not, not so much providing because, I'm just dating or whatever. But I mean, if you're not like alpha male or anything, I find myself becoming more masculine to kind of like
compensate
because you're not
who you should be.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. And that's what makes it really hard. That's why a lot of women end up sleeping with the same guys, because there's such few guys that are masculine, whether it's the looks or they have money or whatever it is. There's so few guys that are actually fucking it. Like we look at the statistics, 33% of men in between 18 and 30 are not having sex right now. Like 1/3 of guys. And so like when you look at everything, it's like when you look at Tinder studies, women swipe right on the top 5% of men. So it's like when you look at all this stuff, a lot of women are all just going up to these top guys because no guys are masculine today. And who would we blame for that? Society has really pushed men into being little bitches and feminine as fuck. We got our moms, feminism, and all this stuff telling us, yeah, cry. Yeah, do all this stuff. And the next thing you know, we have no men that are real men anymore. And that's what happens when you do that shit for 40 or 50 years.
Hey, I got a question.
Yeah.
For Sierra's point, she said that women are kind of, I know you're team girl and everything, but would you say that with the current dating market, there's a very strong more of a hookup culture that we have versus a relationship culture?
It most definitely is. I've had guys kind of like, guys are kind of crazy. Like in the DMs and everything, they'll text you like, where you at? What are you on? Eyes, and they'll send like the eyes emoji, and I'll be like, "What are you looking at?" Like I don't know what I'm
looking at you
for that. I don't know what that's supposed to give me or what. It's most definitely. Some guys are kind of like becoming more aware of it and like adapt. If you want a girl who's gonna like be with you and
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.